Just finished my Scream 7 spoiler-free review, but now that that's out of the way and we're in spoiler territory now, guys, welcome to my Scream 7 spoiler review, because that freaking reveal. Okay, so listen, I freaking love Scream. I love this franchise. I just did a freaking video of like celebrating what it was like watching the first one in the theater in 96. I'll put the link to that down here. Dude, what the was this? I didn't hate the movie. I didn't hate it. Okay. Opening scene, murder house. I'm like, this is not bad at all. I went to the movie. I already saw some of the reviews. Everyone's like, oh, the movie sucks. And I'm like, I don't think it's that bad. Like, it was cool little scene, like in the house and everything. And he lights the girl on fire. That was a bit much. But I'm like, okay, no, this is kind of cool what they're doing. Oh, sticking the thing in the guy's head and you see the guy's eye go that way. That was a nice touch, man. But I love the fan service of like, oh, this is where Billy laid down. And oh, this and this. And it's like the murder house thing. And I'm like, it's kind of cool. It's like it's fan service. It's paying homage to the original. But I like the way it's done. I didn't know the whole movie was going to be like that. But I didn't even mind it that much until the score was being recycled. And yeah, this guy comes through the bedroom window. I'm like, well, that's the killer. I kind of like the boyfriend because he's got that, do you like him or not? Is he a killer? Is he not? So's that creepy ass kid. Yeah. I was wrong on both counts, obviously. We've all seen the movie. My friend next to me, Anna, we're watching the movie together. She's like, it's the girl from the coffee shop. It's the girl from the coffee shop. I'm thinking in my head, no, that would be too stupid for the movie to pick her. I also wish they would have let people know that's not the guy from part 3 that was just the detective, that's her husband, that was just recasted, or if it's a different guy. We did see the movie at 1 p.m., so there wasn't people next to us. I did kind of pull out my phone. I dimmed it, I'm not a dick, and I'm like looking to see cast of Scream 3. I was like, oh, it's Evans. Okay, so that's a new guy. I guess he just likes cops. Okay. Her daughter's cool. I mean, she doesn't have a lot to do. They're just kind of like, yeah, Sydney's kind of a dick, but whatever. You know, I get it. She's been through a lot. And then, bro, seeing freaking Stu on the thing and he's FaceTiming her. And I'm like, I heard rumors. I wanted to go in cold that Stu was alive. And I'm like, that's bullshit. But I actually like the way they were doing this. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to kind of like buy this. So when he's like, Sydney, I'm at the school, and then he like guts the girl and her freaking stuff comes out. Sydney comes out and she's like, bah, bah. And I'm like, people hate this movie. This shit's good. And I like what they talk about with the AI and like deep fakes because it's timely and it's like kind of crazy. So I do like that the movie actually talked about it. And dude, that whole fight scene with the dad and Sydney and Tatum going to the safe room, thing in the walls, even when they go to walk out and freaking Ghostface just gets nailed by the car. I'm like, dude, this is not bad. I will say, oh God, I hate to say this, man. Courtney Cox, that shit was distracting. Creepy kid goes up to Gail Weathers, is like, oh, you're Gail Weathers. And I'm thinking to myself, you recognized her? Okay, moving on. So they take the mask off and I see it's the freaking guy we've never even seen before. I'm like, okay, I'll let that go because here's the thing. Reveals are my favorite thing in this freaking franchise, dude. And the one thing that's a freaking pet peeve of mine is that it's always one main character kind of and then a side character. The side character thing always annoyed me because it's like, that's lazy. It's a person who was barely in the freaking movie. You just fucking threw a mask on him. Come on. So you see where I'm going, why this reveal upset me. Yes, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I always knew there was going to be 2 more Ghostfaces. It wasn't just one anymore. One's chasing freaking Tatum. The other one is going to town on everybody in that bar. And I got to tell you, pretty satisfying. But dude, the creepy guy. I have a couple of friends that said they hated that kill because it was like out of another franchise, but I loved it. The whole lifting him up and putting him in through the freaking beer thing and his beer's coming out of his mouth. I just thought it was freaking great. I loved it. I'm like, that's one of my favorite kills in the franchise. I'm sorry. The boyfriend with the fake AI stuff, I'm like, okay, he's the killer. Nope, I was wrong. This guy stabbed him, and actually I thought he was going to get back up and be like, oh, corn syrup or something like that, because we don't have anyone left. Everyone that I was suspecting was gone. There's no way you're going with other characters who have not really been in the movie, are you? Sydney doesn't have the keys and she decides to freaking Mission Impossible Tom Cruise it and run 80 miles when she just could have gone in and grabbed the keys. Yeah, Sydney's trying to like deliver that strength. Tatum finds her strength by using that gun. There was something really beautiful there. There really was. And I don't know why it's not connecting. I will tell you, This script by Kevin Williamson, I call bullshit. This was written by ChatGPT, dude. It's like, it wants to have heart, but there's a disconnect. And something just wasn't, I don't know. Then the reveal happened. Like I told you before, my pet peeve with these movies is when you have a little side character that like, oh, they're the killer too. It's like there was in the movie like 2 minutes. What about two side characters? Actually, I'm sorry, all three. One guy you never even saw before. The other two, dude, when the guy from the asylum took his mask off that they talked to, I'm like, I hate that stuff, but you know what? I'll allow it because Stu got out of the asylum. He basically brought this guy under his wing and the other guy as well, and it's all Stu, and that's who the other character is. It's Stu. Dude, when Pilates' mom takes that freaking mask off, I'm like, are you kidding me? It's so bad. She had to do 10 minutes of like exposition, explaining, trying to convince the audience why this isn't stupid. I can't believe she delivered those lines with a straight face, and Sydney had the face too at some point in there. Like Nev Campbell was like, man, this is fucking dumb. No, let's not stop there. Let's get into the garage with a fight, and suddenly Pilates' mom is a ninja because she's coming out the roof silent, and it's like, what are we watching, bro? Is she what that? She's like a Power Ranger. She's a freaking Avenger, bro. She's Black Widow. And then, no, I love it. Sydney freaking stabbed her 80 freaking times with the thing, and the girl's still like, I get it. Crazy gets you strong. You're not phased, and you're strong, but dude, come on. She's a soccer mom, bro. Oh, speaking of that, so you mean to tell me, I know that she's crazy and whatever, but she killed her own son like that? Lifting him up, because apparently Pilates, it's freaking badass, lifting him up and doing that to her own son. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Not that lazy ass throwaway line, oh, he reminds me a lot of his father. Stop. She drops. She's on the floor. Sydney's like, oh, shoot her in the head. They turn. Bro, it's 2 seconds. She's gone. She's like Batman. It was just, she disappeared. And then the best part, dude, I guess it's played for last, but they're like, shoot her in the head. And they go, da, 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 like 18 shots in the head. And she's doing this one. It reminds me of Tropic Thunder when Ben Stiller is in Vietnam and getting blasted like that. That's exactly what it looked like. Suddenly her face comes off. The face thing is actually pretty cool. And we were laughing out loud, bro. I mean, like uproar laughing. Like, what the hell did we just see? There was 15 different ways to do this right. And you know what? The Stu thing, this movie did everything right to make you actually kind of believe it. Where it's like, why not follow through with it? Have Stu. Everything else coming out of this movie's ass is from the original movie. You might as well bring Stu back. But dude, this was the cheapest Scream ending I'd ever seen. I didn't hate the whole movie. No. But if you really want to re-experience Scream 7 the right way, we need to fucking walk out of the theater 15 minutes before this movie ends. Because I'll be honest with you, this movie with the AI script writing felt like I was watching the movie Stab. Until the last 15 minutes, which I was watching Scary Movie. I was waiting for Marlon Wayans to come out smoking or some shit. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my spoiler review. Yay! Let me know what you thought of Scream 7 in the comments. It's a spoiler review. Say whatever you want in those comments. Also, please like and subscribe to whatever stuff that I have, and thanks for watching.